One more go around. Draft number 20. Final draft. Let's do it. All right, Central Elevator, Promising Stairs. I've tried drafting this deck twice now. This card is garbage, so we're not doing that. I could take Gremlin Tamer right off the bat. There is also Scorching Dragonfire and Flesh Borrower, but screw it, I'll just take the gold card. Because as we've learned, the only thing that matters are value engines. Just big, powerful creatures, value generators. Gremlin Tamer is the best value generator in this pack. Also, exiling things, super important. Anything that exiles, way better than stuff that just kills things. Tail of Tameo, useless. What else is in here? So the white cards are not very good. The blue cards are also... So there's Meat Locker, and then there's Growing Dread. Growing Dread is probably the best card here, but it's off color. Meat Locker is always solid, so I'm fine taking that. Okay, what do we have? Unable to Scream, really good removal spell, also an enchantment that triggers Gremlin Tamer. Then there's two of the same black room, which is off color. There's Tunnel Surveyor, which also triggers it. And then there's no white cards except this gold one, and Machete's not very good. So yeah, Unable to Scream is the pick. I do think blue is the best color in this set for limited. The second best is probably green. Undead Sprinter, which we're not taking. There's Fear of Falling, which is a okay creature that's also an enchantment. Then there's this bad counterspell, and then there's no white cards in the pack. And in fact, most of the rest of the pack is not even very good. So we'll take Fear of Falling. All right, what do we have? Another Unable to Scream. Just solid removal. Again, that also triggers the Gremlin Tamer, so we'll just take that. Nothing else really stands out in the pack at all, even off color. The next best card's probably Egotist. All right, our first pack that doesn't have anything on color, so that would mean Glimmerlight would be the pick, and none of these other cards feel powerful enough that I want to take an off-color card. So Glimmerlight it is. All right, Unwilling Vessel is a pretty solid enchantment-based blue creature. So take that. A daily reminder that this card is complete bullshit and is probably the worst designed card in the entire set. All right, so Erratic Apparition is the only card in our colors. The best card in this pack is Ticket Booth, probably. I mean, Disturbing Myth, but it's a gold card, is also fine. Erratic Apparition, not great, but it's the only card on color. I'm not taking Ticket Booth or Disturbing Myth, so take that. All right, we've got Peeper and we've got Vanish from sight. Neither of them are great. We'll take Peeper. Surprised Flesh Borrower is this far in. Like, technically, we don't have to be white, but Gremlin Tamer's pretty good, so I would need a strong reason to diverge from white. All right, Jump Scare. There's also Greenhouse, which is not very good. I don't particularly want any of the other cards, so I'll just take Jump Scare. All right, Tunnel Surveyor is fine. Don't Make a Sound, not that good, but we'll just take it anyway. It's fine. So our spell count is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but only 3 of those are enchantments, so Jump Scare and Don't Make a Sound are pretty high up on the chopping block for when we start cutting cards. All right, what's going to be in pack number 2? Come Back Wrong, which we're obviously not taking. There's actually 0 white cards in this entire pack, and the only blue cards are mediocre. So I'm inclined to just take Oblivious Bookworm, and then if we wind up switching to green, that's fine. Valgavoth's Lair. There's also Sheltered by Ghosts. Sheltered by Ghosts is really good. Under the Skin is also really good. But between the white and green cards that we have, I would prefer Gremlin Tamer over Bookworm. Maybe? I'm not even sure that that's actually true. I think Sheltered by Ghosts wins games in a way that Under the Skin doesn't. Eating your opponent's best creature, making your guy hard to kill, and then starting to lifelink swing against them is really good. So I'm going to take Sheltered. Okay, we've got Trapped in the Screen, and then nothing else in our colors that's better than that. Or if we wanted to switch to green, we could take like Cryptid Inspector, but Trapped in the Screen's fine. So let's move Bookworm over here to the sideboard. This pack's actually really good. Nowhere to Run, Cryptid Inspector, Trapped in the Screen, Glassworks, Wicker Folk. All right, so we take Trapped in the Screen. And now we probably have too many Azorius cards to switch out of that. All right, there's another Unable to Scream, and nothing else even close, so take that. Another Meat Locker. Ooh, Shard Mage's Rescue. Shard Mage's Rescue is good. Okay, so we're probably not going to play Jump Scare or Don't Make a Sound because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. Yeah, we're probably not playing this either, so let's put that in the board. And we're about to take another spell. So Shard Mage's Rescue. Yeah, we have 8 non-creature spells. So we need to focus on creatures now, preferably enchantment creatures. Another Unable to Scream. Well, I'm not taking Clammy Prowler over that. So Unable to Scream it is. That's the second Wicker Folk that we've seen. Take the Scream, and now we have 4 of them. Okay, the blue card sucks. The white card is also not very good, but I'm not going to take this over the creature. The rest of the cards are fine, but not in our color. Take Friendly Ghost. Also, it's better when you have Unable to Screams that you have flyers that can just fly over the ground. Okay, Fear of Failed Tests. Actually, this card is not very good, and this card, I was going to say I was going to take this because it's an enchantment, but this makes an enchantment, so it's basically an enchantment. This is better if you have actual kill spells, things that clear blockers out of the way. Most of our kill spells are auras that just let them block us, so we're going to take Tunnel Surveyor. All right, Erratic Apparition is the only card in our colors, so we take that. Friendly Ghost, also, Glassworks should not be this late in the pack. I basically, like, I'm going to prioritize creatures over spells at this point, so take Friendly Ghost. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Well, I'm not going to play either one, so... All right, pack number 3. We have 20 playable cards, so we don't need to get that much more. Demonic Council, and then there's 3 red uncommons and a black uncommon. So the only card in this pack that we would actually play is Piranha Fly, which is actually fine because we want flyers and we want more 2-drops. So nothing exciting, but it is a playable card. Mind Skinner, there's also Restricted Office Lecture Hall and Fear of Isolation, which is also pretty good. So the thing about this is that I think every single one of our creatures survives this except for Fear of Falling. I think every single one of our other creatures is 2 power and less. Yeah, huh. All right. I'll take that one. Dual land, there's also Twist Reality and Acrobatic Cheerleader. I don't really need this that much. I'll just take the ticks. Taking the ticks. Cheerleader's obviously fine, but it's also very replaceable. And we only need 1 more playable card in our deck anyway. This is a 4-drop. Okay, we've got Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. And there's also Unable to Scream and Erratic and Creeping Peeper. All right, well, I guess our deck is just the all-blue removal Flyers deck. Because I'm not taking these mediocre creatures over Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. All right, well, Possessed Goat sucks. So, but this removal spell also really isn't very good. But between the two, I'd rather the removal spell. So I'm at 23 cards. Would I replace anything that's currently in my deck with Seize from Slumber? I don't think so. How many actual creatures do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's worse than every other spell we have as well. So yeah, sideboard this. All right, we've got Stalked Researcher, which I would play. What would I... Actually, would I play this? It's not good at attacking on the ground when our opponents are just getting Unable to Screams. I guess it's fine blocker. It is also a creature that gets blown up by the Sweeper. I'm not going to take anything else. So it's definitely the pick. Is it main or side? I think it's side, and we just bring it in if we face aggro decks. Hardened Escort. I am almost certainly playing that. What am I cutting? Well, actually, maybe I'm not. I'm trying to think, because I wouldn't replace any flyers, and I also wouldn't replace anything that's an enchantment. So I guess that's another sideboard card, unless... If between sideboard cards, I probably would want Don't Make a Sound more. I don't know. I guess it's fine. Sideboard that. Never seen this format, but this deck looks beautiful. It is shaping up pretty well. We're light on creatures, but other than that... the Goat. Sideboard that. Once again, I doubt I would play any of this, so let's just sideboard. This is probably our 23. And we're probably going to be 9-8 favor of blue. Bear Trap, sideboard. Twist Reality in the sideboard. 4+ soft removal, you probably just cheese a few games. 4+, oh, we have a lot. Okay, so group creatures separate, and then we got to fix some of this. So this is a 3-drop, this is a 4-drop, and then this is a creature, essentially. So we're 2 cards over right now, because we got a 3rd Erratic Apparition at the end. And what was the 24th card that I went over on? I'm not sure, because I had all this to be... Oh, it's a land. Okay, yeah. So I put the land here. So we're only 1 card over. And so, basically, which card do I want to cut more? One of the apparitions or one of the friendly ghosts? I think it's the apparition. I'm not sure about that. There's also Twist Reality is technically a creature, but it's also a creature that doesn't have flying. So it's essentially like, do you want to play do you want to play cancel? And it's like, no. And this is a lot. So cards like that, like counter spells, they work a lot better when you have other things to cast at instant speed. Because if you have to choose between like, oh, I'm going to hold up counter spell or I'm going to play a 3-drop, then you just wind up making bad decisions. And even if this is like, well, if you don't play anything that you want to counter, then you can just manifest Dread. Well, yeah, you're spending 3 mana to make a 2/2. That's not very good. Okay, so let's do this, and then let's 8/8 on the basics. It's suggesting something else. So obviously, if we sort this by color, we have like way more blue than we do white. But the thing is, we still need to cast guys on curve, so we still need to cast Acrobatic Cheerleader, and Gremlin Tamer on curve. So having 8 planes is fine. It's possible that we want a 10-7 split instead of a 9-8 split. It seems fine because the threat curve is white. It isn't. It's even. So it's Cheerleader, and then they're sheltered by Ghost, which is not a creature. Gremlin Tamer does require white, and then blue has Peeper, Piranha Fly, and all the removal. But it's still important to get white, and it's still important to get white early. And we also have like the double white on restricted office. So I think I'm fine with a 9-8 split. Save deck. And then depending on if our opponents are really aggressive, we can board in Hardened Escort and Stalked Researcher to block. And if our opponents have like a bunch of big threats that we absolutely need to stop, we can board into Twist Reality, Don't Make a Sound, and Seize from Slumber in order to deal with them. So let's go for potentially the final draft of Duskmourn. How's the format? It is a mixed bag. I would say overall good, but there are things that are annoying in it. I'm going to say the general consensus from people is that this is an overwhelmingly good format. It's just this is my 20th draft now, and there's just certain things that become grating. All right, this hand's not great, but it's keepable. So Mountain, let's play Gloomlake Verge and pass. The thing is, no limited format, well, no format period, but no limited format can survive too many games. Like eventually it will get stale, repetitive, boring, obnoxious. There's no way around it if the format is not changing. And so at this point, draft number 20, I feel like I've basically seen everything there is to see in this format. I've drafted essentially every archetype. Smoky Lounge with the Misty Salon, okay? Our opponent refused. I guess we can trap that, right? This hits enchantments. Yeah, all right. Trapped in the Screen. Eat your room. Although blue, but they have Boros colors so far? Huh. Fair, but that many does give you a good sense of it, yeah. Infernal Phantom. All right, so play this. I could play Friendly Ghost as a block. I would rather not. I would rather play Piranha Fly and then Scream it. So play this. I would say the problems with the format are it's too much about value resource generators rather than traditional limited heuristics. And this card is also complete bullshit. It's the worst design card in the set. And aside from that, the Boros deck in particular is really obnoxious. It's a horrendous play pattern, the Boros deck. Those are the big problems. But overall, the format is very good. Seriously, fuck this card. All right, I'm not going to try to kill it. Let's just play Fear of Falling. Based on this board state, why did they even... Do they have blue in their deck? But they also have a black dual land? I'm so confused. Maybe they just have other rooms that are red, like Ticket Booth, and this is just... Like, playing this for just the red side seems horrendous. Black Sawblade Skin Ripper. Okay. Sack this dude. Puts a counter on it. If you sacked one or more permanents, deal that much damage to any target. Oh, and then they can kill Piranha Fly. Oh, wonderful. So this is 4. This is 2. That was a nice draw. All right. Scream this dude. It still has the counter, but we at least prevent its ability. Play the Ghost. They might be running the duel in place of a Mountain. If they're... No. I assume you wrote that before seeing the black card on the screen, but no. There's no reason to run a duel over a basic, and, well, these duels. Verges are fine. Swing, target this thing. And then, so our deck is doing what it was supposed to do. Just lock up the ground, kill them in the air. Disturbing Mirth, and then they can sack Sawblade. Okay, sure. So sack Sawblade. That's another thing. Another limited heuristic is that aura, like pacifism type auras are usually not good, because opponents can have all sorts of sack effects or whatnot, or the creatures might have like abilities. But in this set, they're actually really good. Oh, another Unable to Scream. I don't even need to use it. Playing nothing doesn't sound correct. Let's play Drown Diner. Trigger this. Draw, ditch the land, combat. They're dead in 2 hits, so. Swing, Fear of Falling triggers. So they're Mardu? We haven't seen a white card out of them yet. Fear of Immobility, sure. Actually, they're still dead, because we're going to play Ghost, kill them. Unless they have another kill spell. So yeah, tap down Fear of Falling. Oh, do they actually have Final Vengeance, and they're going to sack Disturbing Mirth? I can't think of what else you would pay a single black mana for. Yep, Final Vengeance, kill the other guy. Why wouldn't you do it the other way? Surely you should tap down Friendly Ghost and kill Fear of Falling. Swing, we take 1. All right, Vessel. Then let's Meat Lock and target Fear of Immobility, trigger Vessel. So counter, that gets tapped down. And we get to untap Fear of Falling next turn, so they do have to find an answer to it. Flips off Dashing Bloodsucker, so they can give it Fear of Missing Out, trigger. Do they have Delirium? No, not yet. Now they do. So this is gonna be 5 power. Yeah, all right, sure. So they're gonna give first strike to this thing. No blocks. All right, so scream this so that they can't keep gaining life. Trigger my guy, make more counters. Then let's play Friendly Ghost, power up Fear of Falling. Then go to combat, attack with both, trigger target FOMO. Oh, come on. Scorching Dragon. Okay, sure. Well, they're taking 6. Down to 3. So this is locked up. This is locked up. They have 2 combat steps. FOMO is out, but they can take double combats with Valuable Slayer. So they can make this 3 and then 4. And it'll be more if they unlock the Widow's Walk. So I might actually have to block this. All right. No, they're conceding. Sideboarding. I didn't particularly see anything that I need to make swaps for. Maybe Peeper comes out for Seize Slumber. How many actual enchantments that this pays for in a relatively good way do we have? So the 1-drop's not really. It's more for more expensive stuff. So like Trapped, Fear, Meat Locker. There also seem to be a fairly aggressive deck, so we probably want Seize from Slumber more. I think that's fine as the swap, so let's do that. No white mana, but some cards that we can play. They're not great, though, but they're okay. I guess we keep. All right, Island, go. And then whether I play Glimmerlight or not is going to depend on whether they play anything that can block it. That it can block, rather. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to play it, because I would rather trigger, like, Vessel, for example. They seem to be mana-screwed. Yeah, I guess they're mana-screwed. All right, this probably represents Dragonfire, so I'm going to play Erratic Apparition first, so that they kill this one and not Vessel. No, I guess it's not Dragon. It's either not Dragonfire or they don't care enough to kill this. Ooh, Gremlin Tamer. Well, we're not doing that. Combat, swing. Yeah, I guess they just don't have Dragonfire. Okay, play Vessel. Cast Ticket Booth. All right, well, there's finally this, so let's go. I definitely want to play Gremlin Tamer this turn. So yeah, let's go Gremlin Tamer, then Scream this dude, and then we can trigger all 3 of our guys. All right, they were just conceding to that. Sure. Round 2 on the play. Okay, yeah, not keepable. I guess it's keepable. And chuck back a Plains. I don't remember what the exact percentages are, but I believe, like, you are statistically obviously less likely to win if you're mulliganed, but I believe the drop from 7 to 6 is nowhere near as bad as the drop from 6 to 5. Well, it appears we're Borosing again. Arabella. All right, well, okay, that changes. That's easy. So play this guy, Scream you. No triggers for you, Arabella. The F out of here. Arabella's another just horseshit card in this draft. Yeah, the entire Boros deck is just terribly designed. Their own cheerleader. I'm absolutely fine if they want to trade. Oh, I can just Friendly Ghost this? That is a difference. All right, Friendly Ghost. Target. Swing. They didn't block, and now we get flying. Unholy Heat. Sheltered by fucking Ghost. All right, so Timestamp, Unable to Scream beats that, I believe. So they should not have their ability anymore, I believe. So Unable to Scream, target here. Then we pay the ward, and then they should not have any ability. They still have flying, so the flying counter overrides that. That's weird. All right, well, so counters are in a different layer than abilities. Okay. Another cheerleader. My own Sheltered by Ghosts, you say? All right. Erratic, Sheltered, kill that one. All right. Well, this has been a game so far. Land number 5. Opponent Glassworks. Yeah. Pays the ward. My guy dies. They get their guy back. And a land, of course. Go. So it's 4 a turn if they unlock Yard, or 3 plus whatever they play next. Okay, they're just... Oh, well, we're dead. Cool. Another land. Excellent. Okay, so the Erratic Apparitions are just not very good. So I want to at least replace one with Stalked Researcher, and then we need to be able to block their guys. So Hardened Escort. Like, we need things that actually trade for their stuff. Oh, I forgot to switch the decks previously. Okay, Peeper out, Seized in. Yeah, so just cut all the Erratic Apparitions. That's fine. All right. On the play, this hand's fine. Keep this. Even though Stalked Researcher and Restricted Office don't go well together, but oh well. Ooh, Acrobatic Cheerleader can attack better, so we'll play that. Second Mountain, Ragged Playmate, sure. Combat, swing. They are blocking. That's fine by me. All right, play Stalked. Glassworks, kill our guy, sure. Well, play Friendly Ghost. Target itself. 4 mana, 3 mana, Glassworks again. Okay, so they're kind of doing the same thing we're doing, which is just infinite removal. Back to them. Except their removal turns into a late game kill. Ragged Playmate. And Acrobat Cheerleader. Man, we're just choked on blue mana too. Okay, unable to scream here. Over to them. Fear of being hunted. Beautiful. All right, we can finally play Fear, but if we do that, we just trade. I really don't want to blow the office on this, but I guess I'm going. No, I shouldn't. It's just so awkward if all I do is go scream. I guess I can do both, right? Yeah, so scream this and office the other one. So trigger, kill your Fear. I'm just also continuously amazed, like, how am I at 1 card and they're at 4? I don't understand how this has progressed to this point. Another goddamn Fear. Yeah, fuck the Boros deck. Well, I'm not gonna not... I guess I can play Glimmerlight Attach, and that... so that we're not as necessarily blown out. Okay, equip here. Over to them. Because I don't want to trade my Fear for their Fear. And there's so many ways we can get blown out if we just play Fear. And they just have like a combat trick or Slayer or anything. 2 mana. Irreverent Gremlin, okay? Sheltered by Ghosts. God damn. Alright, we take 5. Even if we survive, they're just gonna Shattered Yard and kill us. Fear of Falling. Equip. Over to them. So at minimum, we're taking 3 damage this turn, and then we're just going to die to the Shattered Yards in 2 turns. Because they go swing everything, we have to block Fear, we take 3, then they just unlock Shattered Yard, we go to 1, and then we lose the game. Or they just have another removal spell. Holy crap. Alright, on to round 3. It's like every Boros card is just atrocious play patterns. Fear of being hunted, Arabella, Norin, Most Valuable Slayer. They're just all awful. All right, shall this be our final match? Let us see. We're on the play. This keep... Oh, God, I keep forgetting to switch. All right. Well, this is fine. Basically, if I switched, this paper would be Seized from Slumber instead. Island go. Plains Peeper. Another mountain is not something I wanted to see. Grab the Prize, Ditching, Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon. Okay, at least it's not Boros. All right, Piranha Fly. Attack. So we can possibly win this game just by cheesing them with Sheltered by Ghosts. Ticket Booth. Bins a land. Yeah. So let's just Sheltered by Ghosts on here. Exile your dude. It was a Stalked Researcher. And then we just go Combat, Swing. And now we've got 3 in the air with Lifelink and Ward 2. Key Bearer. All right. Tap this. Tap this. Actually, no. Let's just Scream it. Play Apparition. And then swing with Piranha Fly. Land number 5, Meat Locker. Targeting here, pay the ward. All right, so they're spending their whole turn tapping our guy down. That's fine. Yay! All right, so Friendly Ghost, target this one, and attack. Keybearer blocks Peeper and dies, and they're at 7. And they really probably can't afford to spend the turn drowning, because this is 2, 3, 4, another meat. Oh no, Underwater Tunnel. Okay. They kept both on top. Plays a mountain. Activates Drown Diner. All right, are they dead? This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're dead. So Glimmerlight, trigger, bumps the apparition up by 1. Yeah, okay, so they see it and they conceded. Sideboarding. So they're blue-red rooms. So I don't particularly want Seized from Slumber or Hardened Escort. Do I want Twist Reality? I don't want Stock Researcher. Do I want the counter spells is basically the question. I think I would rather have them than Apparition. So let's make the swap. Perfectly keepable. Island, go. Plays Paranormal Analyst. All right, Peeper. We're probably going to have to screen that because if they start getting 2 cards off of every manifested card, that's going to be really bad for us. Is it going to be Ticket Booth this turn? No. All right, attack. No blocks. Unwilling Vessel. All right, well, I'll hit that instead, actually. Trapped in the screen. Target this guy. And swing. Well, there's Ticket Booth. So now they get to get the card back. Do we see what they get back or do we not see it? Put into your graveyard this way. So then they get the other Ticket Booth into their hand. Yep, that's pretty rough. Going there, no blocks. Best draw would be unable to scream. Well, never mind. I'm fine trading here, I guess. Combat, swing. They are blocking. All right, it was grab the prize. Play Vessel. And then assuming this survives, I can go Surveyor or Glimmerlight next turn. Pyroclasm. Well, I guess not. And they still have enough for the Ticket Booth. Very well. Don't make a sound into their hand. All right. I don't know why it doesn't stay revealed. So they have Quench in their hand, basically. Play Tunnel Surveyor. Play Glimmerlight. Make another Glimmer. And then it's over to them. Unlocks Tunnel of Hate. So we'd have to trade everything on our board in order to kill it. I mean, sure. We just have to do it. All right, and then we trade. It was a random land. Sure. Well, we're just drawing a whole bunch of nothing, so play Tunnel Surveyor, trigger, Glimmerlight on here, back to them. I've drawn 6 spells to 7 lands. Oh my god, Intruding Soul Rager. Okay, we're gonna lose now. So they can just start drawing cards off of these. Yuck. Alrighty then, well, what a timely thing that was. Unable to scream on this dude. And, I mean, we can attack and they can block, so that's not good. I guess they can unlock this and give this double strike, which is... I mean, we're not winning a race. Well, yeah, let's just pass. Glassworks, yeah. So kill our guy, then this can attack and get double strike, and they can attack with Analyst, so we're just taking a lot this turn. Is it worth it for me to block this? It probably... Oh, they're giving double strike to the Analyst? Okay, I guess they just assumed that if they gave it to Stock Researcher, I would block, and therefore they're getting more damage in. Cheerleader, equip here, over to them. So, oh man, there's another 2 unlocks, and so I just have to chump this. Yeah. Bottomless Pool, brilliant. All right, so this is just going to be a 3/3 double strike every single turn for the rest of the game, pretty much. Swing, I guess no blocks. I don't know what we could draw now. Our deck's not really powerful. I guess if we drew Restricted Office, we could kill this. All right, Scream it is. Back to them. Dragonfire. Yeah. So now they can unlock the locker room. Okay, they're not doing that. Don't get why not. We take 2. All right, we're at 4. I would have unlocked locker room and just drawn a card. Misty Salon. Okay, well, we're just super dead now. Gremlin Tamer. I can't beat their long game, so I just have to try to tempo them. I guess Seized from Slumber could be useful against them. Peeper's not really. So switch these around. Bear Trap, because they do have certain creatures that I absolutely need to kill, like the Analyst and Soul Rager. What do I cut for Bear Trap? Tunnel Surveyor? Not very good. So, okay, the enchantment triggers only matter for Gremlin Tamer, right? But just the card itself is not very good. Let's just cut that and play Hardened Escort. All right, that seems fine. This hand's not winning, so mulligan. All right, keep this. What am I putting back? I say Friendly Ghost. All right, Don't Make a Sound is held up. Let's see what happens. Mountain. Yeah, absolutely counter that guy. Well, all we have is removal, so back to them. Ticket booth. Yep. Oh, Piranha Fly. All right, Piranha Fly. Scream your guy. Plays another land. Intruding Soul Rager. Ugh. Peeper. Yep. Okay. Ooh, Gremlin Tamer. Ugh. Can I afford to let them untap with this right now? I don't know. I don't think so. Meat Locker. Tap down this dude. And attack with the Piranha Fly. No attacks with the Peeper. Spending the mana to unlock Tunnel of Hate. Sure. Hey. All right. Gremlin Tamer. Combat. Swing. Unable to Scream, Shard Mage's Rescue and Response. All right, trigger the Gremlin Tamer, the Unable to Scream fizzles. Then they get to attack with this, and we're not going to block it. So 4 damage. Casts Drowned Diner, ditching a land. Well, yeah. All right, Drowned Diner. Trigger, make a Gremlin, draw some cards. We drew 3 lands. All right, okay, deck. Combat, swing. I guess there's no reason to attack with this. Chumps with the Manifest. I guess that would have been a reason to attack with this. So fresh batch 4 cards on their side, plus the Soul Rager can start drawing cards. And they can also Meat Locker something. Hey, it's Glassworks. So now our Gremlin Tamer dies, which was probably the only way we were going to get out of this, is to just keep making Gremlin tokens to block their double striking. So let's see. It's 4 a turn with this dude, or they give it to the Peeper. 4 dude with this turn, plus it's another 2 damage from him every turn because he's going to start sacking rooms. Plus Shattered Yard can also kill us. So am I forced to block? I guess I'm probably forced to block. Another one. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts. You're not at all late. All right. Sheltered by Ghosts. Try to exile this guy, I guess. Or do I just exile it? No, if I try to target one of the enchantments, they just sack it. So yeah, target this dude. And then if he wants to use it now, he has to sack one of them. I guess if I were him, I would probably sack Glassworks. Or he might just choose not to. All right, yeah, he just chose not to. All right, combat, attack here. Well, they're at 11, we're at 19. And they can still Meat Locker our guy, so it's not like we haven't out yet. Swing, swing. Ticket boot or tunnel triggers targeting this guy. Sure, no blocks. All right, we're down to 13. Pyroclasm. Wait, why is this guy not dead? Deal 2 damage to each creature. Oh, no, it's because he came back from the Sheltered by Ghosts. Well, we just drew a land, so we're just flooding out. Yeah, so that's something. So let's see. 4 from here. another 2 from activating it, and another 1 from Shattered Yard. So we're going to be dead in probably 2 turns. Yep, unlocks Shattered Yard. So we go to 8, and then next turn it's 2, 4, and we drew another land. All right, yeah, we're dead. We're actually just dead next turn regardless, so we can't even wait a turn. What an oof. What an oof to end on. Our final Duskmourn draft, and that's what we end on. I thought our deck was pretty good. Tons of removal, a bunch of flying creatures. Didn't matter. Well, if you tuned in, I hope you enjoyed these. We'll, I guess, come back with the next set for drafting, probably whenever that comes out. So until then, this has been Duskmourn Draft. That is all.